And the economy is posing quite a challenge for the president and his administration, and it's hitting us particularly hard here in Michigan. I spoke with David Gregory, moderator of Meet the Press, just a short time ago. David Gregory, thanks so much for joining us. Let's talk about today's job numbers. How bad is this for the president? Because, you know, here in Michigan, we all want to know, is this recovery off the rails?
Well, I think this is a question that keeps being revived as these numbers come out, and you see very fragile job growth, very fragile recovery at a time when so many jobs have been lost and that the hole continues to be so incredibly big. I mean, when you've got unemployment up around 10%, you've got people who have been out of work who are not even in the job-seeking market anymore because the picture is so bleak. It's an ongoing political problem, but also an underlying economic problem for the country. Why is it that we're in something of an economic, I should say, a jobless economic recovery? This is a bigger question than just this election cycle. I think it's a huge challenge for the leadership of the country, Republican and Democrat.
Here in our state, David, our long-standing double-digit unemployment numbers, do you see Michigan as a state maybe ripe for the picking for Tea Party candidates or candidates with a populist message?
Well, that cuts both ways, because you had the government bailout of the auto companies that actually had some positive results. The administration would argue that runs counter to some of the more libertarian views of those Tea Party activists around the country. So I think that cuts both ways. Michigan is a state where it goes right to the core of America's productivity, its manufacturing base, and what is the future of that? And whether we're able to rebuild the economy over the long term in a way to put people back to work, to address our educational deficits, and to remake the economy in a way that's more technologically advanced at a time when we need desperately to be the ones to be leading the way in our productivity and our ingenuity.
David, real quickly here about this Middle East, the peace talks this week with the Middle East. What did this accomplish aside from some nice photo ops?
Well, there's some symbolism here. The president of the administration, for the first time, wading into the peace process, which has broader ramifications beyond just Arab-Israeli peace, but goes to the question of Iran and America's influence in the region overall. But I think these are still very early steps. There's a lot that has to be accomplished before you get to any kind of meaningful dialogue about a solution.
David Gregory, thanks for your time. We'll see you Sunday on Meet the Press.
Thanks.
And David's guest this Sunday, Senator Lindsey Graham of South Carolina. He'll talk about America's ongoing war efforts, plus the campaign manager for the president's 2008 campaign on the challenges faced by the president today. Meet the Press, 9 o'clock Sunday on Wood TV 8.